Hello and welcome to the session. Law of Contract and Tort LO2 discuss how the contents and the terms of contract are established. How are the contents and terms of a contract established? This video explores the crucial aspects of contract law, focusing on how terms become part of an agreement. Discover the mechanisms ensuring fairness and enforceability in contractual terms. For a term to be enforceable, it must be properly incorporated into the contract. This can happen through actual notice, signature, reasonable notice, or previous dealings. Actual notice involves clear communication of terms before agreement. Signature binds parties to terms even if unread, unless fraud or misrepresentation occurs. Previous dealings require regularity for terms to be incorporated. Express terms are explicitly agreed by the parties, either orally or in writing. They define main obligations like price and performance. These terms take precedence over implied terms in case of conflict. Express terms reflect the intentions of the parties. They form the backbone of the contractual agreement. Implied terms are not stated but are introduced by courts or statute. They ensure the contract works effectively and reflect presumed intentions. The Consumer Rights Act implies terms for quality and fitness in goods contracts. These terms are automatically included and cannot be excluded. They protect consumers within contractual agreements. Contractual terms are classified by importance as conditions or warranties. Conditions are fundamental and allow contract termination if breached. Warranties are less critical, allowing only for damages. Courts assess the term's importance to determine its status. Labels used by parties are relevant but not decisive. Exemption clauses limit or exclude liability for breach or negligence. They must be clearly incorporated and worded to be enforceable. The Consumer Rights Act deems unfair terms unenforceable. Clauses excluding liability for death or injury are void. Courts scrutinize these clauses for fairness and transparency. English law uses an objective approach to determine agreement. Courts assess words, conduct, and circumstances, not claimed intentions. A clear offer and unconditional acceptance are needed. Case law guides this determination during negotiations. Vague language does not create contractual certainty. Courts distinguish between offers and invitations to treat. Acceptance must correspond exactly to the offer. Counteroffers reject the original offer unless reinstated. Silence cannot constitute acceptance. Active communication is essential for agreement. Acceptance timing and method are crucial. For instant communication, acceptance occurs when received, not sent. Subject to contract negotiations are generally non-binding. Conduct can demonstrate agreement even without formal execution. Consistent performance indicates acceptance despite ongoing negotiations. Terms are established through express agreement, signature, notice, and previous dealings. Express terms are clearly stated and relied upon. Signature indicates agreement unless misrepresentation occurs. Reasonable notice must be given for unsigned contracts. Regular previous dealings incorporate terms automatically. Contracts contain implied terms to ensure workability. Courts imply terms to reflect presumed intentions or statutory requirements. The Consumer Rights Act implies terms for quality and fitness. These terms apply automatically to protect consumers. They override conflicting express terms in consumer contracts. Exemption clauses must be clear, incorporated, and fair. The Consumer Rights Act deems unfair terms unenforceable. Terms creating significant imbalances are void. The law ensures terms are established correctly and lawfully. This protects consumers and maintains contractual fairness. Courts balance certainty, fairness, and practicality in contracts. Not all terms are enforced automatically. Courts assess how terms were introduced and known. Signature provides certainty but can be harsh. Reasonable notice and previous dealings are scrutinized for fairness. Signature binds parties to terms even if unread. It provides certainty but can be unfair in standard contracts. Misrepresentation softens this approach. Courts ensure fairness prevails over strict certainty. This protects weaker parties from harsh terms. Reasonable notice allows reliance on terms without signature. Courts require clear steps to draw attention to terms. Timing is crucial. Late terms are unenforceable. This protects parties from hidden or unexpected terms. Reasonable notice balances business reliance and fairness. Terms from previous dealings require regularity and consistency. Inconsistent dealings do not automatically incorporate terms. Courts prioritize actual knowledge over assumptions. This protects parties from unwanted terms. Regular dealings provide predictability for businesses. Implied terms ensure fairness and statutory protection. The Consumer Rights Act implies terms for quality and fitness. These terms override conflicting express terms. They protect consumer interests within contracts. Implied terms ensure contracts are fair and workable. Exemption clauses must be highlighted to be enforceable. Courts impose higher notice requirements for onerous terms. This ensures parties are aware of burdensome clauses. Fairness is prioritized over strict enforcement. Courts protect parties from unfair contractual terms. In conclusion, discussing how the contents and terms of a contract are established is essential for understanding how legally binding agreements are formed and interpreted. Contract terms may be created through express statements, written documents, implied terms, conduct of the parties, or statutory provisions. Clearly defined terms set out the rights, responsibilities, and expectations of each party, helping to minimize misunderstandings and disputes. A sound understanding of how contractual terms are established enables individuals and organizations to enter agreements confidently and manage contractual relationships effectively. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us via email or WhatsApp at 07484361688.